Check, check. Check, check. Check, check.
site.
Good. Ideally.
And now fans, we ask you to please rise and join us in a moment of silence for a long-time Nazareth Cornwall Flyer supporter, faculty member, and Nazareth University's first ever basketball coach, Len Bailey, who passed away last Friday. Thank you. And now would you please remain standing, remove your hats, as we pay tribute to this great nation of ours with the singing of our national anthem, today being performed by Nazareth University sophomore Samantha Stolzenberg.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave in the home of the brave.
Now for today's starting lineup, first for the St. John's University Cardinals. Starting at attack, a junior from Silver Springs, Maryland, number 4, Brady Mason. A senior from Johns Creek, Georgia, number 16, Timmy Salight. At midfield, a senior from Bath, Pennsylvania, number 28, Logan Groff. A senior from Geneva, New York, number 38, Douglas Dublin. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Victoria, Minnesota, number 2, Tanner Johnson. A senior from Nazareth, New York, number 30, Andrew Corbin. A junior from Levittown, New York, number 33, Jack Cornell. Starting on goal for the Cardinals, a senior from Nazareth, New York, number 1, Ben Hammondy. The coach of St. John Fisher is Dave Dobbins.
Stat sheet in here,
Do I? Yeah. Why do you want them?
just in case. In case I'm trying to figure out who's who.
Oh, okay.
Instead of trying to.
Starting an attack for your Nazareth Golden Friars, a sophomore from Syracuse, New York, number 10, Kyle Rosenberger. A senior from Lake Mary, Florida, number 24, Quinn McKircher. A sophomore from Collegeville, Pennsylvania, number 26, Matthew Barrington. At midfield, a junior from Swampscott, Massachusetts, number 37, Sean O'Brien. A junior from Tully, New York, number 34, Jacob Deckenberger. A sophomore from Buffalo, New York, number 88, Luke Sahina. Starting on defense, a sophomore from Georgetown, Massachusetts, number 7, Cole Slimek. A senior from Alberta, Pennsylvania, number 18, Reese Reeder. And a graduate student from Standish, Maine, number 43, Ben Chaddick. Starting in goal for the Golden Flyers, a sophomore from Fairport, New York, number 23, McLean Ralston. The Golden Flyers coached by Jesse Elliott, Jeremy Fatur, and Eric Holmquist. The head coach of Nazareth is Rob Randall.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live webcast. We're coming to you from Golden Flyer Stadium here on the campus of Nazareth University. My name is Chris Marin. So glad you joined us for this Empire 8 matchup between St. John Fisher and your Golden Flyers. Also want to welcome our new viewers on 12-ounce sports to this Empire 8 men's lacrosse matchup. The Battle of the Beaks here this afternoon. Great way to finish the work week, kick off the weekend with men's lacrosse here as these two teams getting together. Nazareth in their home whites. They'll be going from left to right. The Cardinals in their maroon jersey tops and bottoms. Starters first for the visiting Cardinals. Number 2, Tanner Johnson. Number 4, Brady Mason. Number 12, Matthew Kemmis. Number 13, Joe Erlacher. Number 16, Timmy Solite. Number 28, Logan Grom. Number 30, Andrew Corbin. Number 33, Jack Cornell. Number 38, Dugan Doblin. And in goal, number 1, Ben Hammondy. For the Golden Flyers, number 7, Cole Slimak. Number 10, Kyle Rosenberger. Number 18, Reese Reeder. Number 24, Quinn McKercher. Number 26, Matthew Farrington. Number 34, Jacob Deckenberger. Number 37, Sean O'Brien. Number 43, Ben Shattuck. Number 88, Luke Shahina. And in goal is number 23, McLean Ralston. Head coach of St. John Fisher, Dave Dobbins. And head coach of the Golden Flyers is Rob Rando. So, we've had a lot of rain the last several days. Had rain all night this morning. And we're on a grass field here, but it's been dry for a few hours. Chilly, low 50s for temps. There's about a 20-mile-per-hour wind out there, so we'll see if that's a factor here this afternoon. Cloud cover, but rain expected, but not till later on this evening. So fingers crossed, should be dry here for this one. The Cardinals taking the first face-off, first attack chance, and that one might have just glanced off the post, and we've got a touch. That'll be a change of possession in Nazareth ball as Reeder back there for the touch for the Golden Flyers. So Naz comes in 8-4 overall in the season, 2-0 in conference play. St. John Fisher 6-6, and a matching 2-0 record for the Cardinals. As Fisher with their first offensive chance, that shot was just wide. Naz will take over offensively for their first possession. Caliandro with it for the Golden Flyers. Naz bumped in the restraining area. Here's Conroy. He'll try the right side. Look for a cutter right in front. He'll take it back out. Rosenberger will set up offensively for Naz. Again, shooting that right side. Little spin move. Being guarded defensively by Mesh of St. John Fisher. McKercher behind the net. Pass. Rosenberger trying to find a lane. Loose ball. And ground ball for St. John Fisher. That'll go back to Hammondy. So both teams coming up empty on their first offensive chances, as here's number 30, Andrew Corbin for St. John Fisher. Fisher now into the attack area. Matthew Kemmis with it. Top players to watch offensively. Number 12, Matthew Kemmis, 30 goals, 15 assists coming into this one. Brady Mason, number 4, 19 goals, 8 assists. And Timmy Salate has 13 and 14 assists for 27 points as well. Those are the top offensive threats. And also Sean Donaldson, number 6, 18 goals, 6 assists for St. John Fisher through 12 games. Fisher working behind the net right out in front. There's Uzi. He's got a lane. Shot taken on one hop. That might have gone off of Ralston and out. Fisher there for the touch, so they'll maintain possession. Nearly 3 minutes gone by. Sellout. Back out to Donaldson. Bump. Nice defensive play there. Here's Slimak. Chase on that far side. Who's going to come up with the ground ball right in front of the Naz bench. Still loose. Golden Flyers with it. Whoa. That one back to Ralston. And he'll get it on the near side here for Sabel. Loose ball. Fisher trying to capitalize. Right on the near sideline here. There it's Salit for Fisher. And we're going to have an infraction against Naz. So Fisher will regain possession here. Sean Donaldson, freshman from Springfield, PA. This is a veteran Fisher team. 7 seniors, 2 juniors in the starting lineup. 1 sophomore rounding out the starting 10. Naz, meanwhile, countered in their starting lineup with a grad student. 2 seniors, 2 juniors, and 5 sophomores. Here's Fisher, lane in front, and there's a goal by number 29, Brandon McNeil. He's a junior from Warners, New York. And that'll be an unassisted goal for number 29, Braden McNeil. That comes with 11:04 remaining here in the first. So for McNeil, that's his 12th goal of the season. Fisher team, 8 of their top 10 point producers from last season returning for this year. Loose in front. Ralston there. Johnson right behind him. Ben Chaddock, grad student from Standish, Maine. Defensively there for Naz. Naz just the 1 offensive possession that resulted in a turnover. Hathorn to Mahar now. Mahar cuts inside. Hathorn. Stick checked away. It's loose. And Fisher comes up with the ground ball. It's Owen Bogue for Fisher. He's got some space as the Cardinals will set up offensively, already leading 1-0. 5 minutes gone by here in the first. Brett Seaman with it. McNeil, again, number 29, McNeil. He's the goal scorer for the Cardinals. Fisher quickly wrapping it around far side. Donaldson, shot taken. That's actually number 9, Keaton Pisoni, sophomore from Woodstock, Vermont. So number 9 scoring the second Fisher goal. That comes with 9:32 remaining here in the first. So for Keaton Pisoni, that's his 9th goal of the season. So Fisher with 2 goals here in the first 5.5 minutes, both unassisted. Naz needs to get a face-off here. Nazareth on the season, under 50% from the face-off circle, but able to get that one. Naz 44.9% in face-off conversions. Meanwhile, face-offs won for Fisher 58.1%. Left side, here is O'Neill. McKercher. Number 24, Quinn McKercher. Shot taken. Just about to say McKercher. He's a player to watch if you're Fisher. He's got 30 goals, 16 assists coming into today. And Naz cuts the deficit in half with 8:51 remaining here in the first. Denkenberger, number 34,
Ball scored by number 24, Quinn McCutcheon.
at the face-off circle.
Unassisted.
So it's McKercher unassisted.
Unassisted.
There's a pass broken up by Cole Slimak. And then getting it is Luke Shahina. Naz with the clear. They've got some numbers here. So McKercher, again, I just mentioned him. 31 goals now on the season for McKercher. McKercher also the top returning scorer, top scorer for Naz last season. He had 44 goals last year. 31 now for this season as Naz looking to tie things up here, nearing the midway point of our first. O'Neal. Tough pass there for Conroy. Conroy with a nice job just to keep it in the zone. And Fisher comes away with the turnover, looking for the clear now. Here's Andrew Corbin. Connor Mesh. Chemis. Lowe's with it. Seven minutes remaining here in the first. Fisher scoring the first two goals. McKercher getting Naz on the board. They trail 2-1. Donaldson for Fisher. Nice defense by the Golden Flyers. Back out near side for Chemis, senior from Jamesville. There's an errant pass, unforced error there as that pass goes over Brady Mason's stick into the Naz bench. Naz will quickly go from defense to offense here. Other players to watch on the Golden Flyers, number 10, Kyle Rosenberger, 26 goals, 13 assists. Matthew Farrington, 16 goals, 21 assists. Those are your top point producers coming into today's contest. There's a shot, tough angle there, and Hammondy there to make the stop. Fisher had it momentarily. Naz, though, on that far end line with possession. Rosenberger with it. Trying to get a lane right down the middle. And that shot wide left as he was knocked down to the field on the shot. Naz there for the touch. Here is McKercher. McKercher. Maher. McKercher working with it behind the net. A spin move there by Hamel. McKercher looking for the cutter right in front. Backing him up was Hawthorne. And Naz turns it over. So it'll be Fisher ball. 5:20 and counting here in the first. Connor Mesh with it. There's another pass. Back-to-back possessions for Fisher with unforced errors as that sails out of bounds on the far sideline. Ralston with it. Local product in net for Naz from Fairport, New York. This will be his 13th game. 10.52 goals against average. 54 percentage in saves and 142 saves to his credit so far this year. His counterpart, Ben Hammondy. This is his 13th game. 10.68 goals against average. 100 saves to his credit. 49.5 save percentage on the season as maintaining possession here. Under 5 minutes to play now in the first. Naz lost in the front. Pass was intended for Rosenberger. Fisher's defense. We're going to have a penalty against Naz. That stick out up high, and that shot from low to high sails wide, but the Cardinals will go with 4:26 remaining on the player advantage. St. John Fisher on the season, 11 of 43 with the player advantage. as that stick got up high.
Nazareth penalty on number 6. Lee Cogliandro, 1 minute for slashing.
Cogliandro called for the slash.
For slashing.
That'll be a 1-minute penalty.
Time of the penalty, 10:34.
Again, Fisher 11 of 43 on the season with the player advantage. Loose ball. Naz had a chance, still battling for that ground ball. Fisher comes away with it.
11? No.
And that'll be a turnover. 45 seconds on the penalty. We're going to have a timeout with 4:11 to play.
Timeout. St. John Fisher.
So Nazareth coming into this game with a 9-day break, their longest stretch between games of the season. They last played at Cortland on April 3rd. Tough one. Naz dropped that one 12-10. They led 6-2, but unfortunately couldn't hang on, and Cortland came out with the victory in that contest. Meanwhile, St. John Fisher's last game, last Saturday, they were at Hartwick. They defeated Hartwick 18-13. Their 2 victories in Empire 8 against Keuka and Hartwick. Meanwhile, the Golden Flyers 2-0 in conference play, having defeated Russell Sage and Utica. These teams do have 6 common opponents already this season. We'll get to that here in just a bit. 45 seconds and counting, back underway after the timeout. Fisher leading 2-1 and with the player advantage. Shot taken, and that one is going to be, I think, Matthew Kemis. No? Well, it's 19. Ethan Kessering with the goal, junior from DeWitt.
St. John Fisher goal scored by number 19, Ethan Kesserling. Assisted by number 4, Brady Mason. Kesserling from Mason.
So it's Kesserling, the goal scorer, with the player advantage. The assist going to Brady Mason. And for number 19, Kesserling, it's his 14th goal of the season. Mason now with 9 assists for the year. So Fisher taking advantage of the Naz penalty, and they go up 3-1 with 3:40 and counting here in the first. Turnover against Fisher. Nazareth ball right at midfield as they'll look to close the gap here, trailing 3-1. Setting up offensively, Cogliandro. Naz working from behind the net. McKercher. Naz shot. That one got blocked in front. Never even got through to Hamady. And he's there with it for St. John Fisher. So Fisher possession, Naz comes up empty there. Again, McKercher with the lone Nazareth goal. There's a pass over the head and some errant passes. Again, about a 20-mile-per-hour wind. That certainly could be a factor, as we've seen several unforced errors and resulting in change of possessions. Nazareth with it, 2:45 and counting here in the first. They trail 3-1. The third Fisher goal coming with the player advantage for the Cardinals. Hathorn. That was Farrington slipping. Low shot. And McKercher will scoop it up behind the net. So ground ball for McKercher. And that was one of the first slips we've seen. We've had a lot of rain, but the field holding up pretty good so far. That centering ball broken up defensively by Zach Sturp. And St. John Fisher looking to clear here with the takeaway. Crossfield pass. Serpe to Hammondy.
It's good.
A lot of airtime on that pass, but Fisher able to corral it. They'll set up offensively. 50 seconds on the shot clock, 90 seconds remaining here in the first. Donaldson has it for St. John Fisher. Edinger backpedaling. Blues to Donaldson now. They're 30 on the shot clock. Donaldson trying the left side, kicks it back out. Far side spin move, Chemis. Shot taken, nice save there by the sophomore Ralston.
It should auto horn the regular clock, but the shot clock doesn't.
Naz with the clear, 45 seconds. A few raindrops now. I'd mentioned that we forecast looked like it was going to be dry for the duration of the game here, but a few light raindrops out there right now. Officials stoppage right now.
0035 clock set.
So 35 seconds remaining here in the first. Naz possession.
44 seconds on the game clock, 63 on the shot clock.
McKercher again, Offensive Player of the Year last year in the Empire 8, first team Empire 8. Younger brother of Braden McKercher, class of 2023, and Connor McKercher, class of 2016. So Kirchers have made quite the name for themselves here as part of the Nazareth men's lacrosse program. So you had the Player of the Year, McKercher. Matthew Farrington was the Empire 8 Rookie of the Year last season. Farrington, a sophomore from Collegeville, Pennsylvania. McKercher from Lake Mary, Florida.
There should be 35 seconds.
Farrington also second team All Empire 8.
All right, whatever.
43 on the game clock.
On
0043.
43 minutes.
I mentioned for St. John Fisher, as far as players to watch, Timmy Solly, he was a first team All Empire 8 last season. Connor Mesh, also first team. Jack Cornell, first teamer as well. And Logan Grom, also first team. Well, we're underway here. 40 seconds and counting. Naz with it, trailing 3-1. They need to come up with a big goal here. McKercher with it behind the net. Naz trying to make something happen here at the end of the quarter. Loose in front, and there's a low one. That's number 4, Quinn Conroy, the senior from Glastonbury, Connecticut, with the goal late here in the first. So with a lot of traffic in front, he was able to get on the doorstep and get one low past Hammondy. So Quinn Conroy, the goal scorer. He came in with 12 goals, 19 assists. Big goal there for the Golden Flyers. Face off, 10 seconds and counting. It's an unassisted goal. Loose ball. Fisher trying to get a shot off. Big hit at the end of the first quarter. And that will do it. The horn sounds. 15 minutes in the books. Naz trailing 3-2, but getting a big goal late in that first quarter. And we'll take a short break. Be back for the second.
Fans, make sure to get your ball. Advancing order fires are back home on Wednesday. Again, Golden Fire, that's home game Wednesday at 3 here at Golden Fire Stadium against Oswego.
All right, folks, 15 minutes in the books. Naz trailing 3-2. Got a couple highlights for you. First, number 24, McKercher, scoring the first goal for the Golden Flyers. At that point, they trailed 2-0. And McKercher, the leading scorer, Offensive Player of the Year last season in the Empire 8, coming up big for Naz. And then just moments ago to close out the first quarter, number 4 for the Golden Flyers, Quinn Conroy, getting the unassisted goal, and that cuts the deficit to 3-2 here. Again, Naz in their home whites going from left to right. The Cardinals in their burgundy jerseys going from left to right. So Naz with the switch here in the second, defending the goal to my right, going from right to left as you're viewing things. And the face-off underway here in a cold, low 50s, cloud cover. We've been dry for the last several hours, but some raindrops coming down now, but just a light rain, but the wind certainly has been a factor. Face-off going to Fisher with the ground ball as they'll set up offensively. And both these teams 2-0 in conference play here. A Friday 4:30 p.m. start. Decent crowd on hand here between Fisher and Naz. Shot, that's number 15, Jordan Luz, the senior from Jamesville, registering the goal for St. John Fisher. So Fisher, in 42 seconds, notching their 4th goal.
Fisher goal scored by number 15, Jordan Luz. Unassisted. Luz, unassisted. Coming to Cardinal goal, 42 seconds.
So that's Jordan Luz unassisted, and for Jordan, that's his 10th goal of the season. Now has 10 goals, 10 assists. And there's another chance for Fisher right off the faceoff, and that shot by the long stickman number 2, Tanner Johnson, goes well wide. Fisher, though, still with possession. So Fisher quickly coming out here in the second, registering a quick goal and a shot that just went wide left, but still with possession here. So Naz got to tighten things up defensively, trailing 4-2. One of these games where you just don't want to fall too far behind here. Is that shot? Oh, Plain got a piece of that. Plain Ralston, he lost sight of it momentarily, but got the left side to turn that shot aside. Errant pass. Number 47, Gibson Spector there for the loose ball for the Golden Flyers as they'll set up offensively for the first time in this second quarter. Naz into the attack zone. Far side, they'll work again from behind the net. Here's McKercher near side. Stick check away. And that's going to be, it's number 33, Jack Cornell, the junior from Levittown, New York, with the big defensive play there. So that'll create the turnover. Fisher quickly back on the attack themselves. Mason near side. Coney, number 9, he's got a goal here this afternoon. Fisher with a lane right down the middle, and Ralston able to turn that one aside. Ralston, a big stop for the Golden Flyers. See if Naz can bring it up. Here's Chaddock. Near side pass, Romanowski. Center of the field, Naz with some space. Shaina. McArcher shot that one well high, but Naz there for the touch. 12-14 remaining here in the second. Fisher with the lone goal of this second quarter. They lead 4-2. Naz has trailed throughout. Again, Fisher jumping out 2-0. Here's Hathorn. Back to Mahar. Hamel got by his defender. Kircher keeping it in play behind the net. He'll circle around the far side. Back out to Hawthorne. Mahar, local product, also played at Fairport High School. Shot, that one well high by number 20, Joey Hathorne, a sophomore from Manlius, New York. Naz will get it back in play. 3.5 minutes gone by in the second. Pass right in front off the right post. That was a great chance there for Naz. Hamel's shot right off the right post. Fisher now back the other way. Tough angle. Top. Lost it. Ground loose ball. See if thought Naz was going to get the ground ball, but still loose. And we're going to have a quick timeout called by St. John Fisher with 10:58 remaining here in the second. Fisher leading 4-2. Do want to take this time? We had a moment of silence at the start of this game for Len Malley, a longtime Nazareth faculty member and a local supporter of the Golden Flyers athletic teams. He died last Friday, April 5th, here in Fairport. Malley was a member of the Nazareth faculty for more than 40 years. And also to note, he was the Nazareth's first women's basketball coach back in 1974. So certainly our thoughts and prayers going out to the entire Malley family as he passed away last Friday. And certainly on a personal note, just a wonderful person he was. Tell you, got to know him over the years. He would make time to come up and talk to me. We'd talk whatever sport he was watching and I was calling. We always had some great conversations. So he'll certainly be missed, and such a great person. All right, 10:58 remaining coming out of the Fisher timeout. They lead 4-2. Naz had a chance at that ground ball, couldn't come up with it. And Fisher able to call the timeout and right back at it. And there's a shot and a goal by number 6, Sean Donaldson, the freshman from Springfield, PA. That's going to be an unassisted goal by Donaldson.
Scored by number 6, Sean Donaldson. Unassisted, Donaldson. Unassisted. Coming to Cardinal goal, 4-13.
So for Donaldson, that's his 19th goal of the season. Tied for second on Fisher in goals scored. Fisher with their largest lead here of the afternoon. Fisher coming in averaging 14.4 goals per game. Nazareth, meanwhile, 13.3 goals per game. I mentioned these teams have 6 common opponents. Naz 3-3 against those 6 teams. Fisher 1-5. Both teams defeating Brockport, but Naz also defeating Clarkson and Ithaca. So some common opponents on their schedule. Here's another chance for St. John Fisher. Wraparound goal. And that's number 15, Jordan Luz, the senior from Jamesville.
St. John Fisher goal scored by number 15, Jordan Luz. Unassisted, Luz. Unassisted. Coming to Cardinal goal, 4-48.
So for Jordan Luz, that's his second goal of the afternoon, his 11th on the season. That'll be unassisted as well as he wound up from about 20, 25 feet out, and We're going to have a timeout here with 10-12 to play. And Naz has got to be careful here. They've had cut it to 3-2 to start this quarter, but Fisher with 3 unanswered goals here in just 4 minutes and 48 seconds of playing time. So they've got to make sure this doesn't get away from them here as these two teams. This the 28th all-time meeting between Fisher and Naz in men's lacrosse. They met for the first time back in 2003. Naz won 11 of the first 12 meetings, but Fisher has owned the series of late. In fact, they've won 10 straight. You've got to go back to 2016 for the last time Nazareth defeated St. John Fisher in men's lacrosse. Last season, these teams faced off against each other twice, late in the season at Fisher, and then they played in the Empire 8 championship game. St. John Fisher coming out on top 19-7. That was played at St. John Fisher. In fact, the third time Fisher had beaten Naz in the Empire 8 championship, and Fisher coming into this season having won the Empire 8 4 straight titles for St. John Fisher, and another face-off for the Cardinals as they've owned this second quarter here. 5 minutes gone by. Naz trailing by 4. And Naz needs to get a stop here and get some momentum turned around here. All 3 Cardinal goals in the second quarter unassisted. 2 by number 15, Jordan Luz, the senior. Another pass down low, right in front, and the finish. That's number 29, Brandon McNeil. The rest are talking. Did he get in? I think they're discussing whether he got in the crease or not. And they're going to say he was outside the crease. So a late call.
Official goal scored by number 29, Brandon McNeil. Assisted by number 16, Timmy Salit.
But it's going to be Braden McNeil, the junior from Warners, West Genesee High School. He scored the first Fisher goal, notches the 7th goal. It was a nice setup by number 16, Timmy Salit. Salit, the senior from Johns Creek, Georgia. So for number 29, McNeil, that's his 13th goal of the season. And it's all St. John Fisher here in this second quarter. They've outscored Naz 4-0 now. And again, back on the attack. Naz needs to get something their way and see if this will. So that was off of Fisher. So Naz with the change of possession here. See if they can get some attack time, give the defense a little breather, and get something going offensively. Ralston netminder with it for Naz. Turnover on that far side, so Naz unable to get a clear, and St. John Fisher back on the attack. Fisher team 7-0 in conference play last season. In fact, their last conference loss, April 19th, 2019. Luz, shot, and that's number 15 again, Jordan Luz, the goal scorer. And we're going to have a late flag and penalty, I think, will be called against Naz. So that's number 15. That's his 3rd goal. All 3 goals coming here in this second quarter.
St. John Fisher goal scored by number 15, Jordan Luz. Assisted by number 12, Matthew Kemmis. Luz from Kemmis, top of the Cardinal goal. 6:36.
So Luz, the goal scorer, he came in with 9 goals on the season. He's notched 3 here this afternoon, all 3 coming in this second quarter, and we still have 8:24 to go here in the second. This last goal of his was assisted by number 12, Matthew Kemmis.
1 minute, unnecessary roughness. Naz with penalty on number 18, Reese Reeder. 1 minute on necessary roughness.
So insult to injury, a penalty called against Naz. So it's on the senior from Albertus, Pennsylvania, number 18, Reese Weeder, for necessary roughness. The call, so that'll give Fisher the ball again. Ball's been down to our right here this entire second quarter for the most part, and Naz just defensively on their heels. Quick finish right in front. That's number 12, Matthew Chemis. So Chemis assisting on the last goal.
Scored by number 12, Matthew Chemis. Assisted by number 16, Timmy Salit.
And notching his first goal of the afternoon.
The Cardinal extra man goal, 6:41.
So this was an extra man goal. Fisher now 2 for 2 with the player advantage. And that's Matthew Chemis. He came in with a team high 30 goals. Notching his first one of the afternoon. The assist going to number 16 for St. John Fisher, Timmy Salut. So Fisher turns it over. Naz with possession. And they need to start here to climb out of this hole here. They trail 9-2. Again, it was 3-2 at the start of this quarter, and we're just coming up to the midway point.
We'll have to test it at half.
Naz working that far side.
I'd do it right at the start.
Here's Farrington. Back out to Conroy. Conroy's pass deflected. Naz still with it. O'Neal on the right side has a little room to get knocked down from behind. McKercher with it behind the net. McKercher swinging. Lost his footing. There's that slippery grass surface here with the rain we've had. McKercher, though, pass right in front. Shot taken. And save. And number 1, Hammondy with the stop. So the senior from Manlius coming up big between the pipes there for Fisher. And Naz needs to come up with a stop. There's a loose ball. See if Naz can get the turnover here. Luke Bobby slipping on the play. And the Cardinals come up with it on that far side. Here's Kesselring right in front. Low shot. That one, Ralston got a piece of that. That was Ethan Kesselring with the shot. He scored the 3rd Fisher goal today. 6:20 in counting here in the second. McConey. Behind the net, here's Chemis. Low shot. Ralston got a piece of that wide. Chemis there for St. John Fisher. Correction, that's Salit. Wraparound shot. High and wide, and now number 12, Matthew Chemis, with it for St. John Fisher. Chemis being guarded by Slimak. Chemis all alone, and that's number 12, the senior from Jamesville, unassisted for the 10th Cardinal goal. He's got back-to-back goals.
Matthew Chemis. Unassisted, Chemis. Unassisted. Top of the Cardinal goal, 9:20.
So Chemis scoring the last 2 goals.
They won 11 of 12 faces.
So Naz needs to come up with a face-off here. St. John Fisher has owned the face-off department as well. 7 unanswered goals here in the second. Still plenty of time, 5:35 and counting. Naz had their best scoring chance of this quarter, their last time on the attack, but Hammondy able to make the stop. McKercher will set things up. See if McKercher can get loose for Naz again, kind of losing his footing there. Grass field here is the home of the men's and women's soccer team. It's the first men's lacrosse game on the soccer field this season. Got a turf field to our left here that they'll play their early season games on. Move here when the weather allows. A near hold. Yeah, I was going to say we should have a hold there. 4:35. Naz with the shot. That one, Hammondy got a piece of that off the right shoulder. Naz still with possession. Again, they're going to have a man advantage coming up on a hold. But they'd like to register a goal here. McKercher gives it down low to Farrington. Fisher's done a nice job on him here today. Farrington trying to get loose. Pass intended for Hemel. And on the touch, that'll bring out the whistle. So with 4:11 to play, Naz will have the player advantage. Golden Flyers coming in with the man up. 21 of 53, 39.6%.
Fisher 21, hold 30 seconds.
Fisher penalty number 21, Reed Curry.
So it's a hold called against Reed Curie.
Curry, 30 seconds for holding. Time of technical 10:49.
This will be a 30-second call.
Have to resync it.
So Naz with the player advantage. They struggled in that category in their last game against Cortland. Naz just 2 of 10 with the extra man, as we've got a officials stoppage here. I think they've got to adjust the clock. So again, Naz on the season, 39.6 with the man up, but just 2 of 10 in their defeat against Cortland.
3:41 is when it should stop. It's not working, so 3:41 is when it will stop.
So I think there's 17 seconds remaining on the penalty.
No. That's,
20 on the penalty.
Actually, there looks like the refs are
we can't change it, so
going to go to 20 seconds on the penalty. So 20 seconds on the penalty.
Me do it manually?
Yeah, just tell him to release him at.
Big 20 seconds here. Naz absolutely needs to get a goal
the release
on this
should be at
possession.
41.
So 3:58 on the game
Release should
clock.
be at 3:41.
Gotcha.
All right, so I think we're back to 17 seconds remaining on the player advantage for Naz. All right, whistle sounds. We're back underway here. Naz, player up, needs a goal right now. McKercher with it. He's got a lane. Shot taken. And Hammondy saw that the whole way. Hammondy with the big stop. Outlet pass, the clear for St. John Fisher. And Ralston with a big stop. And we're going to have a flag. That's going to be a penalty on Naz now. And the shooter got knocked down after, I think, the call. Ralston made a big stop after Hammondy made a big stop for Fisher.
White 18, 1 minute cross check.
Naz for penalty number 18, Reese Reeder. 1 minute for cross check.
So this will be a cross check against number 18, Reese Weeder. That's his second penalty of the afternoon. So this comes with 3:30 remaining. And St. John Fisher's already converted a couple man-up opportunities. And Naz can ill afford to allow Fisher to extend the lead. Naz came up empty on their lone player-up opportunity, and here's Fisher. That's a 1 minute penalty chance. Mason wrapping around far side. Pass in front to Mason. Mason's shot was wide.
something with the way it sinks and like it,
Fisher able to keep possession, and that shot taken by Kesselring goes wide. Naz there for the touch. Here's Ralston, the netminder. Naz looking for the clear.
it's just there's too many things.
Good clear.
Picking it up for Naz, number 88, Luke Shahina from Buffalo, New York.
It just doesn't make sense why they would put in a scoreboard that doesn't have for lacrosse.
All right, 2:25 and counting, so Naz able to kill off that player advantage for St. John Fisher with some nice defense. Walston making a stop. And Naz on the attack here. Again, their 2 goals, both in the first quarter. St. John Fisher's pitched a shutout here in the second, and they've tacked on 7 goals themselves. Here's a turnover and ground ball, St. John Fisher. Fisher back the other way. Ralston, no trouble with that one. Naz quickly upfield. Romanowski upfield for McKercher. Conroy back out to Cogliandro.
Can you put this, get it plugged in? I guess it
In 28th all-time meeting, I mentioned Naz leading the series 14-13. But Fisher has owned the series of late. There's a turnover, and St. John Fisher back the other way. Lane on that far side. There's a low shot. One hopper is wide. And Brady Mason there for St. John Fisher. 1:14. And the Cardinals will set up offensively. McNeil to Pisoni. Blakesley with it. 40 seconds and counting till halftime. Romanowski guarding him. Naz needs a defensive stop here. McConey with it. Looks back at the clock. 20 and counting. They're going to take this all the way down here as Piccone makes his move into the attack area. Cuts left. Splits the defenders. One hopper. Goes long. 6.97 seconds. Fisher. Shot pass right in front, and that's going to come all the way through and out. And that will do it as the horn sounds. Well, the whistle blows to end the first half with the score, St. John Fisher 10 and Nazareth 2. We'll take a break and be back for the second half.
Also, fans, make sure to get your raffle tickets. You can get them at the entrance into Golden Flyer Stadium. Raffle tickets will no longer be available after halftime, so make sure to get your raffle tickets.
Welcome back, folks. Second half going to begin here in just a bit. All St. John Fisher in that second quarter. They lead 10-2. Naz's best scoring chance. We'll take a look at that here in just a bit. Number 35 for the Golden Flyers, clanking one off the right post. That's Andy Hamel, the junior from Ontario, New York, Wayne Central High School. He had the best scoring chance for the Golden Flyers in that second quarter. But it was all St. John Fisher. They led 3-2 after one, outscored Naz 7-0 in that second quarter. Total shots, St. John Fisher 26, Naz just 14. Ground balls, Fisher 24, Naz 13. Face-offs, the huge difference. St. John Fisher has won 11 of 13 face-offs. They won 5 of 6 in the first, 6 of 7 in the second. St. John Fisher 2 of 3 with the player advantage. Naz just the one player advantage opportunity, and they came up empty. So Naz has got to turn things around. And the home whites going from left to right, and another face-off won by St. John Fisher as we're underway here in the third quarter. Battle of the Beaks here between St. John Fisher and Nazareth. Quinn McKercher and Quinn Conroy, the goal scorers for Naz. And St. John Fisher's number 23, McLean Ralston, credited with 6 saves in that first half. And his counterpart, Hammond, credited with 5 saves for St. John Fisher. So that's where we stand through 30 minutes. And again, cold out, chilly temperatures right around 50 degrees, but a pretty significant wind that definitely came into play in that first period in particular with some errant passes that the wind definitely had a piece of. Here's Donaldson. Cut off, short pass on the ground. Naz looking for the ground balls. Still loose. About 6 players going for it. Naz needs to get a stop here and a change of possession. And coming out with it, number 88, Luke Shahina. So ground ball for Luke, and Naz will set up offensively. So a good first defensive stop by the Golden Flyers. And see if they can get back in this one. Hope you've been enjoying it here between Naz and St. John Fisher. Again, we want to welcome our new viewers on 12-ounce Sports. So whistle away from the play as we've got a ball onto the field. 13-23 just underway here in the second half. Here's O'Neill. And it's Farrington couldn't come up with the pass, so it'll be an unforced error and turnover, and Fisher back the other way. So Naz can ill afford to give up possessions like that, trailing by 8. And both these teams 2-0 in conference play. 28th all-time meeting between the two schools. Coney, Blakesley out there. Saw light behind the net. And Braden McNeil. Slipping is Blakesley. Ten on the shot clock. Fisher shot. Ralston with the big save. Ground ball behind the net by Timmy Salit.
Should have been a reset to 60.
So the shot clock was not reset. They took the shot with about 8 seconds left on the shot clock, and they were able to retain possession. So we got an official stoppage with 11:51 to play. It will be Fisher ball. So Ralston able to make that stop. Seaman cuts it back out. That pass intercepted. That's Wider with the interception. Long pass into the attack area. McKercher will set things up for Naz. Again, Naz turned it over on their lone offensive possession of this quarter. Owen Riley to Harrington, bumped. McKercher looking for the ground ball. McKercher trying to scoop it up. And there's Mahar. Still loose. Team's battling for it, and St. John Fisher's Tanner Johnson comes up with it. Outlet pass. Naz with some numbers. Centering ball loose. Got a whistle. 10:37 to play here in the third. And we've got a penalty, another one against Naz. No, it looks like they're waving it off. So they waved the penalty off, but it will be Fisher ball on the turnover. So change of possession, St. John Fisher with it.
They're pushing up, whatever that means. I don't know if it kept pointing at this side, so I don't know if there's like a
Loose in front.
cleared for home or for visitor.
And there's going to be a trip. That's going to be called against Cole Slimak. I think he's going to get a trip against number 7 of the Golden Flyers. I believe the call. Thought it was 7, but it's going to be 37, the trip. So Sean O'Brien called for the trip. That'll be a 1-minute penalty. Fisher 2 of 3 on the man advantage already this afternoon. They'll have their 4th such attempt.
They may change it.
Yeah, I thought it was number, let's see.
Number 1.
Receiving on the field?
I-
Hold on, let's just wait. Let's just wait.
10.
No,
I-
just wait.
What are
Nope.
we doing here?
So
It is a penalty?
So
Are they
37
down?
came back on the field. Whoa, that one clanked
Shot
off the
vis-
post.
Shot visitor 19, post. Ground ball, home 9.
So Naz is still down a player.
Clear to home 7. Clear attempt home.
So Naz with possession after
Penalty or
Fisher ricocheted one. I think Naz is still shorthanded here, but
Kneeling.
number 37, who was assessed the penalty, Sean O'Brien, the refs had come back in. But Naz down a player still. Ralston, the netminder, leading the attack. He's circling behind the net. Here's McKercher. 15 seconds on the penalty.
Because Obi didn't actually get the penalty, they put him in the box.
Was there a penalty or no? I'm confused.
So 5 seconds on the penalty, and we'll be at even
They
strength.
didn't have a number, so they put the hit home in the box.
What does that mean?
All right, so even strength. Naz able to create the turnover, and here's McKercher with it. So Naz able to kill off that player advantage for St. John Fisher.
Is it another penalty on top of it or no?
Cogliandro
That penalty?
with it.
Yeah, we would just change 37 to team. So we'll just
Trying to make his way in front, circling just outside the crease. McKercher scooping up the ground ball. Back out to O'Neal. Low shot. And that one by Rosenberger goes wide, and it will be Fisher possession. Donaldson. 8.5 minutes to go. Scoreless third quarter. But Fisher getting the damage done in the second quarter with a 7-0 score in that second quarter alone.
There's no like designation but it was like a trip. And just
Yeah,
two
it
teams.
was,
Here's Sean Donaldson.
I would leave it as the same because it was still a minute and it was still whatever.
Alright, we're good. That was
Interesting.
Has nearly got a piece of that. That's Slimak. There's a shot while he was falling down. That's Chemis, I believe, but
James on Fisher goal scored by number 12, Matthew Chemis. Unassisted. Chemis. Unassisted. Number Cardinal goal.
so it is Chemis unassisted.
7-4.
Chemis, in fact, has scored the last 3 Fisher goals.
34.
And Chemis now with 33 goals on the season. So he was getting knocked down in the process. Senior from Manlius, Fayetteville Manlius High School. Another face-off for St. John Fisher as we approach the midway point of this third quarter.
Blasting us right in the face.
Your drinks in
McNeil has it. Low to high shot by Chemis is wide.
So the refs called the penalty on the number and our wrong guy went in.
No, they didn't know who they called the penalty. They had the wrong number. The refs were disagreeing, so they just decided to put some. They just decided
15 on the shot clock. Here's McNeil.
It was there.
Chemis shot that one wide. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 6:44 on the game clock here in the third. 2 Fisher Cardinals slipping. Pass right in front. And 2 seconds one. And there's going to be a shot clock
I'm gonna get 4.
violation. So Naz will take over on the change of possession. And they've got to get something going offensively. Again, Naz at this point has gone over 23 minutes without a goal. Their last goal coming late in that first period. They scored with under a minute in the first, and they've been shut out ever since. See if they can get through here. Here's McKercher. Leaving it outside for Lucas. And this Naz team averaging over 13 goals per game coming in. Another slip and fall behind the net. That's Matthew Farrington lost his footing. And Naz again coming up empty without even a shot as Fisher back the other way. Doblin.
No, you're right. For some reason, I thought the goalie was
Lose
turnover. 15.
his pass well over the head of Chemis. Ralston.
Good clear.
Zielinski. Actually, that's Cogliandro with it for Naz as they have 5 minutes to work with here in the third to try to cut into this deficit. There's a shot and a goal. That's number 35, Andy Hamel, the junior from Ontario, New York, for the Golden Flyers. That comes at the 4:59 mark. That'll be unassisted for Hamel. And his 12th goal of the season. So see if that can kickstart the Golden Flyers here, trailing 11-3 now. But faceoffs have been the big problem for Naz. Naz had it momentarily and then lost it. Jacob Denkenberger had it for a second.
Number 35, Andy Hamill. Unassisted. Hamill. Unassisted. Cover the Nazareth goal, 10-01.
So again, Hamill the goal scorer. And Naz looked like they had the face-off one momentarily. But Fisher, again, coming away with it. And they'll set up offensively. Lose with it. Lose shot. Walston with a big stop. Got the left leg out there to make a nice kick save. Walston needs to keep Fisher at bay at this point. Ralston. Cogliandro. Couldn't receive the pass, and Fisher with the takeaway. St. John Fisher back on the attack. 4 minutes remaining here in the third. Donaldson near side for Luz. Luz has got 3 goals on the afternoon. Number 15 for St. John Fisher. That's a player that came in with only 9 on the season. As Fisher will work a little clock here. Shot sails wide and out of bounds. 3:34 to play. Each team registering 1 goal in this third quarter. Fisher down low. Back out, Luz with it. Pivots near side. Pass, one-handed catch and release by Kesselring. So that'll go wide. Naz there for the touch. Ralston will quickly get it upfield. Naz looking to clear this one. All right, see if Naz can set up offensively. Slimak. As Naz sets to go on the attack with under 3 remaining here in the third. Back out to Cogliandro, left side. It's got a little angle. Hammondy there to make that stop.
Clear 10 visitor. It's good.
Hammondy, a senior netminder. Fayetteville Manlius High School.
Turnover.
Pass is going to come all the way on the Naz side. Naz on the attack, quickly trying to get one upfield. And that one over the head of Matthew Farrington. And that'll go out of bounds. And St. John Fisher with the ball. And Nazareth coming in had won 5 of 6. They'd won 5 in a row before that game on April 3rd, where they fell to Cortland. And they cut it to 3-2 here late in the first. Thought maybe they'd have some momentum going into the second, but it's been all St. John Fisher. That one passed over the head of Farrington.
No cause. Clear 10 visitor.
Well, the crisp passing has just not been there this afternoon for Coach Randall's team. Coach Randall, of course, longtime head coach of Nazareth since 2001. Played here at Nazareth as well. Fisher again in no rush here. 1:10 and counting in the third. 40 seconds on the shot clock. So there is about a 22, 23 second delta between the two. Loose to Donaldson with it right now. Trying that right side, working behind the net now. 20 on the shot clock. Again, St. John Fisher running a patient offensive set. Just one goal apiece here in this third. Here's Luz. Pass down low, saved by Salute, and then he was knocked to the turf, or the grass. Ralston with it, little shovel pass. Naz has 20 seconds to work with. See if they can get it clear and maybe a last-second shot here to close out the third quarter. Golden Flyers, Luke Bobby with it. The long stickman gives it up. Naz with 10 seconds to work with offensively. O'Neal. No correction, that's Mahar. Shot from the far side, and there's a goal. Luis Cogliandro, the sophomore. That's with 2.4 seconds remaining.
So there's .24.
So that makes it 11-4. We'll get the official word here on the goal. But a much-needed goal for the Golden Flyers, so they've outscored Fisher 2-1 in this third quarter. Still trailing by 7, though. Horn sounds to end the third. St. John Fisher 11, Nazareth 4.
St. John Fisher University Cardinals 11, the Nazareth University Golden Flyers 4. All right, fans, here are tonight's 50-50 raffle ticket winners. For the Steelers prize pack is red ticket number 458780. Again, for Steelers, 458780. For the Pickleball Club, it is ticket number 458803. Again, for Pickleball, 458803. For Silken Honey, winning ticket number 458788. Again, for Silken Honey, 458788.
Maggie, did you
For Pittsburgh Dairy, the winning ticket number is 458806. Again, for Pittsburgh Dairy, 458806. And for Village Bakery, winning ticket number 458782. Village Bakery, 458782. You can place your prize at the concession stand located on the NLPA field side of Golden Flyer Stadium and Golden Flyer Stadium. Fools participating in tonight's 50-50 raffle.
A couple Naz goals. So Naz scoring 2 goals in that third quarter. The goal scorers were number 35, Andy Hamel, and the last goal with 2.4 seconds remaining, number 6, Luis Cogliandro for the Golden Flyers. That was assisted by number 10, Kyle Rosenberger. So for Cogliandro, that's his 18th goal of the season, and Rosenberger his 14th assist. So 11-4, Naz outscoring Fisher 2-1 in that third quarter. And a ground ball, and here come the Golden Flyers back the other way. Stick check right from behind. A big defensive play for St. John Fisher as they came back and knocked it right out of, I think it was Hayden Lucas for Naz. Luke Shahani there for the Golden Flyers, but a great defensive play by St. John Fisher. Here, 1 minute gone by in the fourth. And Fisher led 10-2 at the half, leading 11-4 here in the fourth. They've been real patient in that third quarter. Again, 7-goal lead. Is that one behind the net? Wrap around. Ralston got a piece of that. Little shovel pass back to Ralston. Naz looking to bring it out. Here's Chaddock. Back to the netminder, Ralston.
It was a quick one because it was like they shot it, we saved it, and then it was
Ralston. Here's the long stickman, Weeder. O'Neal. as Naz goes on the attack.
Keep building that farm system and then don't do anything with it.
Number 24, Quinn McKercher, senior from Lake Mary, Florida. Hands it off Cogliandro, right side. Hamel in traffic, 2 Cardinals all over him, and that creates the turnover.
Give it to one of those guys.
So big defensive stop there for St. John Fisher.
Clear attempt visitor.
Hamady, number 1 for the Cardinals. He's been strong this afternoon. He has it now. Crosses midfield
Yeah, we looked and we're like all of a sudden
as Fisher on the attack.
4 and it's like that's not good for trying to do starting the match.
Chemis,
Lamb anthem and stuff.
Blakesley,
Here.
Shot, visitor 29 save.
Ralston
Clear attempt.
able to make the stop on the shot by Braden McNeil. As Naz looking to clear.
Good clear.
And they do. That's number 47 for the Golden Flyers, Gibson Spector, sophomore from Penfield. Or from Fairport, played at Penfield High School.
No, I don't think they do. Just
I think they're offensive. Shot.
Shot taken. Another stop by Hammondy.
33. Clear attempt visitor.
And the ground ball and clear for St. John Fisher.
Clear attempt visitor.
Fisher on the attack. Quickly downfield. There's a shot. And that's going to be number 21, I believe, Reed Curie. The goal. We'll get the official word here momentarily. That goal comes with 11:20 remaining here in the fourth.
Number 21, Reed Curry. Unassisted. Curry. Unassisted. Coming the Cardinals' goal, 3:40.
So it is Reed Curry. That's just his second goal on the season. That's an unassisted goal for the junior from Webster. Face off for the Golden Flyers, and well, look. So Denkenberger had it, then got knocked down, and Fisher will take advantage, and they'll be back on the attack. 4 minutes gone by here in the fourth, and St. John Fisher equaling their largest, actually leading by 8. Their largest lead was 9. I believe 9, their largest lead, but right now it's at 8, 12-4.
I don't know
19.
for a hold.
Yeah, I guess. But he had pointed at him. It was like
Long pass.
so. And then good clear for home.
Here's McKercher. Naz has got to make every possession count here offensively, as they're going to somehow dig their way out of this.
Maggie, is his volume okay?
Turnover.
Ground ball picked up by St. John Fisher's Andrew Corbin.
Ground ball. Visitor 30.
Urlacher has it now.
Is it?
Hammondy will dish it off. Fisher with the clear.
The levels and they look okay.
Piccone. He scored early in this one. He scored the second Fisher goal. He has it now. Gives off to Blakesley. Blakesley cuts inside. Back to Piccone. Spin move. Loose in front. Got hit on the shot. And then off the stick of McNeil. Ground ball picked up by Fisher. So Cardinals right back on the attack. 30 seconds on the shot clock.
Should go for a shot.
Keaton Piccone, the sophomore from Woodstock, Vermont. Woodstock Union High School. will take it himself, and Ralston with a nice stop. .901 remaining here in the fourth.
Point 22, contact to the head, 2 minutes locked in.
2 minutes.
Unrelenting release of locked in.
22.
Yep.
Nazareth penalty at number 22.
Penalty against William Mahar, the sophomore. It's a 2-minute penalty, illegal contact to the head called against Mahar.
Come with a non-releasable penalty, 5:49.
So with that, this is a non-releasable. So we'll see how Fisher plays this. They've got 60 on the shot clock, and see how patient they are here. 2-minute player advantage for St. John Fisher, already leading 12-4.
Yeah, here. Do you want to have Canada on?
7:01 is the release. It's not working on the scoreboard.
Fisher keeping it on the perimeter right now.
He gave us the thumbs up. Thanks, Harrison.
Here's Edinger with it.
Harrison.
Dumas?
Yeah. Oh, is it Halecki?
Mason to the cutter, backhand shot. That was number 12, Chemis.
Sorry, not 15.
So Matthew Chemis got the pass from Mason. Went over the back shoulder, wide. Officials again talking things through. Penalty clock not working. I think they're just trying to get set on the time. 8:24 on the game clock. And Fisher again with the player advantage. Pass down low for Salute. Matt Noth going for it. Ground ball for Fisher. There's a shot. Ralston with a big kick save with the left.
And then team turnover.
Team turnover.
Actually, no turnover. Sorry.
Clear.
So here's Ralston.
Ground ball for L3. And then player turn.
Seibel. Another official stoppage, 7:41 to play.
Stop the shot clock at 67 seconds.
So Naz still shorthanded here.
Penalties aren't working.
All right, Naz shorthanded with possession near the midway point of this fourth quarter.
So we're still, what, 20 seconds?
Yeah. 20 seconds.
Here's O'Neal. O'Neal still with it. Naz will
Penalty is
go on the attack now with the penalty over. So even strength for the Golden Flyers. Under 7 to play. Cogliandro. McKercher. Lost the handle on it, able to scoop it back up. Still with it. Circles around the net. Right in front. Turns. Got bumped and lost possession.
Yeah, turnover 24. Caused by the
Here's Urlacher.
ground ball.
Fisher looking to make the clear.
Yeah. And then clear time is Thursday.
So Fisher now on the attack, up by 8. And both these teams 2-0 in conference play.
And then all of a sudden it just
Playing this Friday night contest.
Did the first one run out?
Naz will go non-conference their next game. Next Wednesday the 17th, they'll host Oswego. And 2 on the road at Hartwick next Saturday the 20th, at Cuca Wednesday the 24th. And then back home April 27th as they host Alford to close out the regular season. Trying to get into the playoffs. The semifinals of the Empire 8 will be on May 1st, and the finals will be on Saturday, May 4th. That shot wide. Meanwhile, St. John Fisher, they host Alford on Wednesday the 17th as their next game. 10 on the shot clock.
12 by 7. Ground ball 7 or 12.
Shot 19, block.
That one right into
Yeah,
Weeder.
it's not okay.
Oh, we're going to have an official stoppage here. You could hear that from up here. 5:13 to play as I think that's Reese Weeder that they're
Abdomen, groin.
checking on. Yeah, so Reese Weeder, the senior from Alberta's PA, will come off on his own. Looks to be okay.
No, it's because the trainer.
So this again, the 28th meeting here. Naz 14-13 all time versus Fisher. Battle of the Beaks.
Clear's good.
And these teams, schools just down the road from one another off East Avenue here in Pittsford, New York. Certainly competitors in sports, but they get together and do great things for charity. They raise a lot of money for the Golisano Children's Hospital at Strong as recipient of the Battle of the Beaks donations.
Well, this game is
Cardinals back on the attack. Errant pass scooped up by Chemis. Well, Naz lost in the regular season last year to Fisher. Able to come back, meet him in the finals, but again fell short. 3 straight years Naz has fallen to Fisher in the Empire 8 championship game. They'll certainly have to regroup after this one to close out the season to get into the postseason. Cameras, there's a shot, that one wide. Mentioning these schools, rivals in sports, certainly for the Golden Flyers. Hopefully the men's volleyball team will have more success this evening. They're taking on St. John Fisher in the UVC first round of the playoffs.
27.
Oh, what a great save there. Walston with a huge save for the Golden Flyers. As long stickman quickly downfield, and that's over the head of the Golden Flyer. And it'll be a turnover and right back to Fisher. So yeah, so Naz and Fisher in men's volleyball. Naz the 6th seed, Fisher the 3 seed. Those games all being played in Poughkeepsie, New York. Campus of Vassar.
Turnover 13. No cause.
So see if
With the Cosby 23.
Naz can have better success
Like a
An interception.
tonight in volleyball against St. John Fisher. Meanwhile, here under 3 minutes to go, all Fisher, they lead 12-4. Again, it was 3-2 after 1. Thought we had a game here. And then the floodgates opened in that second quarter. Fisher outscoring Naz 7-0.
I mean, if it was on net, then it'd be a shot.
would it have gone in?
And just Naz unable to get anything going here in the second half. Here's McKercher.
Giving him a shot, there'd have to be a good clear.
Loose ball. Hamill looking to pick it up.
Because it was from behind their side of the box.
Yeah.
35, save. Ground ball, visitor 2. Clear 10 visitor. That's good.
Oh,
Clear.
errant pass there. That'll give Naz possession.
Good player.
2 minutes to go in this one here from Chile Golden Flyer Stadium. Naz playing to the finish here.
Yeah. Nope. Ground ball. Home six.
See if Naz can end on a positive note. McKercher. Pass right in front. And Cogliandro held it and then got bumped as he tried the shot attempt. Ground ball for number 13 for Fisher, Joe Erlacher. And Hammondy holding it for the Cardinals. Well, this win will even the all-time series between these two schools at 14 wins apiece, and Fisher came in with 10 straight against Naz. That'll go to 11 here. Under a minute to play. Fisher leading 12-4. So Naz had come in winners of 5 of 6, but just not their day here today.
Goalie.
30 seconds on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock. Fisher with it in the far corner. 15 seconds on the game clock, 7 on the shot clock. That shot wide. And that will do it. Just over 5 seconds remaining. Naz possession. But Naz is going to come up well short here on their home field on this Friday Empire 8 matchup. The horn sounds to end it with the final score: St. John Fisher 12 and Nazareth 4. So with the victory, St. John Fisher improves to 7-6 overall and 3-0 in conference play. Meanwhile, the Golden Flyers drop to 8-5 on the season, 2-1 in conference play. The Golden Flyers will next be in action this coming Wednesday, April 17th, as they go out of Empire 8 play. They host Oswego. That'll be a 4 p.m. start. And then their next Empire 8 game next Saturday, April 20th at Hartwick at 3 p.m. And again, do want to pass our condolences on to the Malley family, as Malley, a longtime Nazareth faculty member and loyal supporter of the Golden Flyers athletic teams, passed away last Friday. So certainly thoughts and prayers to the entire family and all friends and folks that knew him. He was a wonderful man. So thank you for joining us here on this Friday afternoon, now Friday evening. The final score, St. John Fisher 12 and Nazareth 4.